Yeah, you. If you enjoy these type of videos, if you like this type of content, if you want to see more, please give me a like, please give me that little thumbs up, but most of all, please subscribe. It would really help out the channel. Let's get on to the video. It's Nerdorama Retro Nostalgia time. Welcome to an extra nostalgic edition where I install my big box copy of Windows 3.1. This is very special because I remember buying a copy of this with my dad at the Sydney Computer Show in 1993 or 1994. Now to do that, we have to install MS-DOS 6.2 first. Where's disk 1? There we go. So I've already installed disk 1, disk 2 and disk 3. I've done that onto a new compact flash card. Here's a picture of the compact flash card in the back of the computer. Now I will be installing Windows off these disks. Disk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 we don't need because it's additional printer drivers. I've already copied those over to the hard drive, the flash card, just so it's a bit quicker and then you don't have to see me constantly changing disks. Now before we get into it, let's see what's inside the big box. Just like me, you can see the box has a few wrinkles, but it doesn't look too bad for its age. I've left on the original wrap that was still on there. Let's have a look here at our sticker. Windows 3.1, 3.5 discs. It's the non-USA version. 27th of April, 1993. Oh. Here we go. Operating 3.1, the beautiful Windows logo. We have some really nice early 90s forms here. Oh, it would have been orange, these color graphics. We have mentions of fonts, mouse, file manager. Windows version 3.1 enhances MS-DOS. More efficient memory use, improved printing speed. We're going to have faster scrolling of application for DOS. Application reboot, a graphical operating system. Easy to install, we're about to find out. Improved setup program. I hope so. Drop down menus. Online help. Works great with applications for both programs and MS-DOS. Let's see what's inside the big box. Now I do have, as we say, a virgin copy of the discs. I've left these one intact and I used the other copy to copy the files over that I showed you earlier in the video. So for now, these ones never been open. We have the Windows 3.1 hardware compatibility list. Now I never actually owned an actual brand name computer. You can see here all of the lovely brand names, Compaqs, Dells, IBMs, Memorexes, bunch of brands that I've never heard of. Toshiba's, of course. Displays was pretty much compatible with everything. Printers. Back in the day, you needed to have your printer drivers. We've got the big names here. Brothers, Citizens, Epsons, HPs, Kyocera, they're still around. NECs, Olivetti. I did have an Olivetti computer and printer back in the day. So that was the only brand name computer I had. I wonder, is the Olivetti on the computer list? Oh, it is. So it is quite possible that I might have actually had the computer listed in one of these. Registration card. Microsoft, very big on registration. I can find out about their future products and events, Microsoft service and their guarantee. Here they are, even back then, trying to get our information. Oh, and I've got my product number down there as well. I can also order the disk version your computer requires. So if I needed the 5¼ inch, or if I needed low density versions, or if I needed the Macintosh, I could fill in this form, send it off, and get the discs that I needed. Licensing agreement. We know no one's ever going to read those. So if you want to see it, I feel like it's a lot shorter than license agreements we get these days. Yes, if I purchased in Australia, New Zealand or Papua New Guinea, it's just one page. There you go. These I find really great. We actually have stickers so that you could peel off the correct sticker and send in your registration card. So my one, luckily for me, Australia, Papua New Guinea, Microsoft, 65 Epping Road, North Ryde. That is probably only a 20-minute drive from where I live right now. So they really took their registration very seriously. Plus, you also had some spare stickers if your country was left off the list. And lastly, the big chunky manual. No PDF back then. It was all there in black and white. What are these at the back? Well, there's my serial number as well. There you go. So, fully legitimate. Wonderful to have it in the big box, just like I used to when I was a young'un. Let's pop this all away and see how we go with our installation. Here we go, fingers crossed. This is not going to be like previous videos, it's all going to be very smooth sailing. So I've copied over everything to an install folder and let's see if we can run it from there. So there we are, we're in our inst folder. List the directory. There's a lot of stuff there. I'm just going to go with setup. If setup doesn't work, we're going to try install. Oh, here we are. Oh, there's that wonderful blue and grey screen. Welcome to Setup. The setup program for Windows 3.1 prepares Windows to run on your computer. To learn more about Windows setup before continuing, press F1. We're not going to do that. To set up Windows now, press Enter. It's time. This is the first time in I'd say probably 30 years that I've installed Windows 3.1. We've got Express Setup recommended and we have the custom setup. I feel like I'm an experienced user, so I'm going to go C for the custom setup. We are just going to install to the Windows directory. I've only got DOS 6.22 on here, so Windows perfectly fine. Okay, VGA, mouse, Logitech, sure if you think you are. Keyboard, US, language, we're just going to leave it on American. No network installed. I do have a network card installed, but I'm not going to be connecting this thing to the network and I'm not going to stress about trying to figure out which card it is. So let's just say that the above matches my computer. And it's probably going to go nice and quick because it's running off a compact flash card at the back. Oh, here we are in all its Windows 3.1 glory. Please type your full name in the box below, then choose continue or press enter. I'm just going to go Nerdorama. It's going to be my name. Verify that the name is correct. If you would like to change it, we're going to continue. So setup will perform each optional task shown below with an X. To perform selected tasks, choose continue or press enter. Set up Windows components, you select, set up printers. I'm not going to print up. So yeah, we'll leave the printer out. Okay, this time I'm going to check carefully because when I did install my Windows 95, I did rush a little and I missed some components. So let's check our README files. So we've already got all of them selected: application compatibility help, general README, networks README, printers README, system ini README, and the Win ini README. Okay, we'll keep those. What are our accessories? Oh, look at them all. Calculator, calculator help, calendar, calendar help, card live help, character map and help, clipboard viewer help, clock, Dr. Watson's system utility, file expansion utility, file manager help, glossary help, help utility help. We've got all of the helps coming out of our ears. Media player and help, notepad and help, object packager and help, paintbrush and help, oh, PIF editor help. I don't even remember what a PIF is. Print manager help, program manager help, recorder and its help, registration advanced help, registration normal help, sound recorder and its help, the terminal and terminal help, and the Windows tutorial. Games, what have we got? Minesweeper and its help, Solitaire and its help. The two best Windows games. Screensavers, the default, the Flying Windows, which was very popular, the The Marquee, Mystify and Stars. Stars was always one of my favorites to have back in the days of my CRT monitor. And wallpapers and miscellaneous. So we've got 256 color, Arcade Arches, Argyle, and our Canyon.MIDI, been going strong since then. Some cars and castle wallpaper, the chime sound, the chits wallpaper, the chord, the ding, Egypt, flock, honey, leaves. Do you remember all of these? Which one did you have? Marble, red brick, rivet, squares, tartan, thatch, trumpet, pop, 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 pop. Windows logo wallpaper and the zigzag wallpaper. Okay, so that's going to be about 2.4 megabytes of our close to 1,000. I think I do have, a 2 gigabyte card. Not sure if Windows 3.1 is going to handle it. When I did set up my drive overlay, it did say I needed to run it again after I've installed Windows. So I wouldn't be surprised that after I update it, I'll get the full 2 gigabytes. Okay, virtual memory. We are going to chat about that soon as well. Yes, we do want to have some virtual memory, so we're going to keep that, continue. We're probably going to make it bigger because we have quite a large hard drive, but I don't want to fiddle with any of the settings and break anything. So it's doing the setup very efficiently. Installing from the compact flash card to the compact flash card. All right, let's have a look and review the changes that it's going to make to the config and autoexec.bat. I'm curious. Okay, smart driver, echo off. I think that just turns all the writing off the screen. Setting the path to Windows and DOS, setting the temporary directory to DOS. CD-ROM drive. Now, when I installed DOS, I had zero luck getting the CD-ROM driver to work. I tried the generic one, tried calling the drive banana, as you can see on the screen. Let's see if Windows 3.1 has a better time, because this CD-ROM drive is working in my Windows 98 install. So I'm going to fingers crossed and see if it works. All right, set the server. It's going to run the himem.sys. DOS files high, allows DOS to access the himem. Sounds good to me. The old version has been saved. Your auto exec has been updated. The old version has been saved. Wow, are we there already? So setup can search your hard disk for applications. All right, I don't think I had anything installed on this machine other than DOS really. So I don't think, yes, MS-DOS editor. That's probably all that was there. I do have 2 versions of BASIC because I did save a backup of BASIC. Look, we're just going to add them all. Why not? So a PIF. Oh, there we go. A program information file. For Microsoft QBasic already exists. The existing PIF may provide Windows with special instructions about running BASIC. I'm going to replace the QBasic PIF. It's now set up. Remove any floppy disks. None there. Restart your computer so all installed actions. Okay, let's reboot and have a look. So I'm going to see if we have any CD drive. No, so the DOS still hasn't done a very good job. I'm surprised Windows didn't start by itself. Win. Oh, there it is. Wow. Oh, it loaded so quickly off the compact flash card, I didn't even have time to enjoy the loading screen. Okay. I'm curious to know if I have sound and if the CD drive's working. I suspect the CD drive has not worked, and I honestly can't even remember how to check the sound. I think I'm going to have to look in applications or try and play one of the media files. So in the file manager, we only have the C drive and the A drive. I don't have a D drive, but it does look like I do have my full 2 gigabytes of hard drive, which is very exciting. I can just double click that to close. Oh, is it in the accessories? No devices installed on your system. Use the driver's option control panel to install. So I am going to have to do a bit of troubleshooting to get my sound card and potentially, well, obviously my CD drive working as well. Oh dear, it's been such a long time. So it does have drivers for a MIDI mapper and a MIDI card and MCI card. The amount of memory that, okay. So here we are in drivers. Let's try setting up our MCI sound. Let's go to add. I feel like I've got a generic sound blaster in here. So we can try ad lib, hold our breath. Oh, you're going to want a disk. Insert Microsoft Windows disk 3 or the disk with that. Okay, we can try that. Disk 3. It's been added. For the new driver to take effect, you must quit and restart Windows. Okay, do we have any sound yet? Still telling me we've got no drivers. All right, well, let's try a Sound Blaster 1.0. Disk 3 again. Oh, do you think I know which port it is and what the interrupt is? I have no idea. Just randomly guessing stuff. Well, if you know what's on the card, why are you asking me? Oh my goodness, this is going to be... All right, so it's telling me now that it's 1.5. Okay, cancel that. Don't restart now. Well, at least I've learnt something, so let's remove that. Yes, don't restart it. Let's add the 1.5. Disk 3 is already in there. You should contact Creative Labs for a driver specific for your card. The required driver is already on the system. Do you want to use the current driver or install a new one? I'm just going to install the new one. Why not? Restart now. Oh! That was it. I did something. Oh, okay. Give me a MIDI file. I want a MIDI file. Well, that's the only one, so I guess we're playing it, the old Canyon. Oh, all right. Close. We have wave sound at least. So our wave sound is working. All right. Let's get our MIDI up and running. So I should be able to. MIDI mapper. So what you're seeing here is me trying absolutely every single MIDI setting that I can think to try that's already built into Windows. I tried all the different drivers. I tried going to the MIDI mapping page to try and map all of the channels to the Sound Blaster card. I tried absolutely everything. It turns out what I needed to do was just find an old installation file to install the DOS drivers for the Sound Blaster, and this was the result. Yeah, we got it. Dun-dun. All right, so we're handheld now, sorry, but I just couldn't move on without getting it working. We now also have the fancy creative mixer. So it was just a matter of finding the right little driver disk / piece of software, one little floppy drive, gave it an install, and it all works now. After all of that, we finally have a functional copy of Windows 3.1 running in DOS 6.22. We got there. The CD-ROM drive, not working yet. That's going to be an entire video in itself. Don't forget, if you enjoy these videos, if you like this type of content, if you want to see more, I need you for free to like, subscribe, leave me a comment. If you used to use Windows 3.1 back in the day, what did you do? What did you enjoy? What did you not enjoy? If you could use Windows 3.1 now, what would be the first thing that you would do? I'd love to hear from you all. Until our next video, all about the CD-ROM saga, stay fun, stay nerdy, stay nostalgic, and I'll see you next time. Bye.